Hello there, I hope you're in good health. Today I wanted to talk to you all about this guy, Kenneth Copeland. He's a televangelist based in America and he preaches what's known as the prosperity gospel, which is basically saying that if you are a good Christian, then God will bless you with material wealth. It's often packaged up in something like this: if you give me your donations, then God will give you back 100-fold what you just gave to me. And this for him has funded a lovely mansion in which to live. It's funded private jets. It's even gone as far as to fund his own personal airport. Wikipedia estimates his net worth at $300 million, although notes it could be as high as $760 million. He's claimed to heal people through their TV sets, and famously he tried to blow away coronavirus. And that's how he first came to my attention. He's claimed that the pandemic's over and that it's safe, and these things are just dangerous. And I genuinely do not know whether he's just a straight up con man or whether Ken Copeland actually believes in Ken Copeland. But when we come across somebody like this who generates so much publicity, the question that can come to mind is, does this not discredit Christianity? Does it not just reveal it to be something that's nonsense? Well, there's two ways of looking at this. One's realistically and one's sort of as an intellectual or philosophical question. And realistically, the sad fact is, yes, it does discredit Christianity. There are lots of people who look at videos of him and look at his lack of integrity and all that he says, and they discredit Christianity and they chuck it away. They don't want anything to do with it. But as just a philosophical exercise, well, there's two ways I'd respond, and the first one is using the analogy of the humble vacuum cleaner. Every vacuum cleaner used to use a bag, and we would lose suction until Dyson came along and told us all that their bagless one would never lose suction. And whether they are the gold standard of vacuum cleaners or not, they've certainly convinced people of that. And so all the cheaper models that are trying to get you to buy them imitate Dyson. But the fact that they are made of cheaper parts or don't work as well doesn't mean that Dyson's not a Dyson. It doesn't discredit Dyson. In fact, in a way, it's flattering. And so it's similar when people come along and they use Christianity for their own underhanded means. In a way, it's a bit of a compliment to Christianity. But something that Jesus himself warns us about, and there's actually lots of warnings all through the Bible, but Jesus himself says this in Matthew chapter 7, that watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ferocious wolves. And the other thing I would say is this, that when we look at Christianity, it's important that we look at Christ and not Christians. In one sense, people have every right to look at Christians and to judge Christianity, but it's a really dangerous exercise. We're Christians precisely because we know there's something in us that needs to change, and only God can change it. Our belief is that as we spend time with God and He fills us with His Spirit, we become more like Him. But until we meet Him fully, we are always fallible. We're always able to let you down. But Christ is someone who will never let us down. And so we judge Christianity by Him, by what His message was and what He said, and by what He did and how He demonstrated God's love for us, even by going to the cross, so that we could join His victory over death, so that we could come to know God in a fuller way than was ever possible before, so that we could know joy in our lives. John 17 verse 3 says this, now this is eternal life, that they know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent. So, ignore Kenneth Copeland and disregard what he says. But on the other hand, do feel free to send in your donations to New Hills Church. In all genuineness, do have a look at Christ, whether you are a firm believer already or whether you're just searching. Go back to the Gospels and have a look. The Lord bless you.